DC releases comic with pregnant Joker who births a son. Oh my God. It's real. Look at this. Jester Bell says, today DC released a comic in which the Joker becomes pregnant and gives birth to a mud monster who transforms into a child version of himself who he adopts as his son. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Well, I don't know, though. Like, is it really that bad that the Joker has a mud baby that turns into a little Joker? Like, is it just...
A mud baby? Is it officially a mud baby?
It literally says... Oh, it says mud... Yeah, he gives birth to a mud monster.
Yeah.
Out of his... You know what?
Out of his butthole, I guess.
It's
tuchus.
It's on the... It's...
That's what you guys
So,
say, right?
I don't know if I'm supposed to be mad about this. It's like... It's a comic, and it's weird, and it's stupid.
It has people talking about it. I think it's done for pure marketing purposes, just to have some individuals freak out about it, just so they could sell more comic books. I think they understand this more than ever now, and they have us talking about it, right?
Yeah.
So,
Apparently. Oh, what were you going to say?
I don't think anybody's buying this comic book because they did this. I don't think it's good marketing. I think they're doing it because it's satanic. It's absolutely evil. That's why they keep trying to confuse the children. I saw you got the book right over there, Genderqueer.
Yeah.
They put that in kindergarten libraries. It's got pictures of...
Family-friendly show.
Yeah. It's got pictures of man-on-man
Boy
action.
on boy, child on child.
Graphic pictures. And that's what they want to teach the kids. They're trying to take this generation and you know, the LGBTQ, they want to add a P. They want to add a P, which stands for pedophile. That's what these people are trying to put into the culture.
Yeah, that LGBTQ thing's, I think, a little too far because lesbians are not queer, or I don't think so, unless the definition has changed. They're not trans, so T and L aren't the same thing. Why?
T defines a different thing. It defines a statement of identity, not even like of what attraction you have. Right, like so. T
I believe so.
Yeah, it's T for transsexual, so it's like not an L. Whereas L, G, and B all refer to like the way you are to the rest of the world.
I
right?
want to give you guys a little context on the Joker got pregnant. Or is that what you're about to
I have it right here.
How did he get pregnant? Did he sit on something?
Zatanna is a magic caster who curses him, trying to sterilize him
because he was trying to hook up with her.
But he falls into mud and accidentally becomes pregnant, I guess.
Yeah, she says you can never procreate with someone else, so he does it with himself, I guess.
So, he wakes up and there he is, like getting out of bed. It's like, here's the Joker. And they're like, oh, hey, look, you're pregnant. And then here's, what is this? Is this Atomic Skull? It's Dr. Phosphorus, Atomic Skull, never even finished pre-med. This seems like it's supposed to be a joke. And then, he barfs. It doesn't come out of his butt. Oh. And then it is, okay, look.
That's indigestion.
Apparently, I didn't know that, but the phrase mud baby is offensive or something? It's meant to be a slur? Is that what it is?
I think that's a racist term is what they say.
Well, he gives birth to a baby that is made of mud. Like, so they did that, and then the baby turns into a little Joker, I guess. For some reason.
So it sounds more like indigestion than a birthing process, but if they're going to tell us he was pregnant, that's part of the storyline. Who's to say it's a fantasy?
Who's the audience for this?
I don't know.
What else
They're trying to
happened in that
create
story?
one. They're trying to create an. They have so much money and they're able to take such a loss that they just do the weirdest stuff and hope that people start to get obsessed.
Well,
with
look. I mean, to be honest, a lot of stuff is stagnant. Culture is just repetitious. It's a new Spider-Man, the same stories over and over and over again. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. He vomits up mud that turns into a baby Joker. I don't know if I'm complaining about that. It's not like some weird. It's just a weird story. Whatever.
God help us.
It didn't. So it didn't come out of his tuchus.
No, he barfs it up.
He barfs up a baby. That's
guess.
not how you give birth.
I bet when they were writing it, they were like, we can't have him crap it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Though they should have.
Or burst out of his stomach. It's a little too graphic.
He just barfs.
Like alien style.
Yeah.
And then they try to kill it. I guess that's the plan. They're like, oh no, that's a die. I don't know, man. Is this get woke go broke or I don't know. It's not. It
is. It's like a form of impact investment. These corporations take your ESG money with BlackRock and they'll invest it in things that they want to happen on Earth, regardless of if there's going to be a profit. And they think that the profit will be that you get to live in a world that we want you to live, that's good for you. And that's the same thing what they're doing. They're not doing this to make money. They're doing this to change culture and take a hit on their finances. It's impact. They're doing it for impact.
They're trying to lose money?
Or they're willing to lose money to change culture.
I don't know. DC lost a lot of money. I think they just stopped Batgirl. Wonder Woman, Superwoman, all of those kind of shows, I think were canceled because they were absolute crap, and people were like, "There's no way we're going to be watching any of this nonsense." So I think culturally, we are at a very interesting moment where I think there is a bigger pushback against this larger agenda, against this larger nonsense, which is absolutely nonsensical. Which, of course, these big multinational corporations don't actually care about. They're just trying to use it as a way to, of course, indoctrinate people and gain some money. I think money is an incentive here. I think they don't care. But I think, with the way that DC has been handling themselves over the past few months, I don't think this was deliberate. I think this was just someone trying to be maybe edgy, trying to get people to talk about it, trying to get some interest there, and doing something different for finally, other than regurgitating an old story and just repackaging it with the right labels and personalities and cues.
This is why the right needs to make our own stuff. John Delarose, an amazing writer, writes right-wing comic books. It has none of this woke, disgusting crap. And this stuff is getting into the comics, the movies, and the video games. That's why we made the fake news turkey shoot, RittenhouseGame.com, because even Grand Theft Auto, they're trying to turn that into some kind of feminist game. We need right-wing things. RittenhouseGame.com, the fake news turkey shoot. If you don't support right-wing culture, you're going to get more Joker puking out a baby. So the game is fun, by the way. We just made the first level free on RittenhouseGame.com.
They're making GTA like you get to be a woman, because the big complaint everyone had was that they wanted to be a woman as they went around committing crimes and murdering people and all that stuff, I guess. It's like a female protagonist for the first time.
I wonder if they're going to have male prostitutes in there, too.
Like, okay, here I guess. Here's the issue I see with all of this woke culture stuff is like, why is it that rom-coms are considered to be like movies for women? Why is it that action flicks are movies for men? Is it because they naturally just tend towards those things? Guys don't want to watch rom-coms. They want to see Bruce Willis jump out of a skyscraper again for like the 18th time. Women don't want to watch a guy jump out of a skyscraper for the 18th time, but sometimes do, especially if they're hanging out with their friends and it's a fun, entertaining flick. But like, what they tried to do, they tried doing a rom-com with only men, that bros movie where they're all gay, and it bombs. And they had in that movie jokes about gay orgies. And I'm like, here's the thing, dude. There's not enough people who understand the context of that humor to understand why it's funny that there's a gay orgy happening, like what the joke is. And then they put women in masculine roles and give them male motivations and wonder why these movies are struggling. I thought Wonder Woman was good because she was strong, Wonder Woman, Diana, but she actually had some like motherly qualities. Like the debate between her and Chris Pine's character was like a pragmatist versus a realist, was like a mother versus a father. It worked pretty well. But then they try and just make films where it's a female with male goals. Take a look at Hunger Games. Mm-hmm. It was a Katniss Everdeen, female action hero whose motivation was to protect her family, but she very much was trying to stay away from the conflict. It was a very different kind of narrative. She didn't want to be involved. She didn't want the war. She says, leave me alone, leave my family alone. And they force her into the conflict. Where typically with a male character, it's like they're thrust into adventure. But then you end up with these weird, we're going to make a movie. We're going to make the main character, who's actually in the book a man, into a woman. And then they wonder why these things don't work.
We need right-wing movies too. That's why I'm also putting out a film, anti-white movie. We're talking about all the disgusting things the media is trying to push, divide society. If we don't make right-wing films, if we don't make things, everybody talks about, promote right-wing culture. Somebody's got to do it. We got to make this stuff. Antiwhitemovie.com. We have to actually get things going. I know Tim is. Tim is putting out his skateboards. I saw the logo. We have to make right-wing things. And people say, Matt Brainerd loves to talk about economic nationalism. And that's what we need. We need people that actually build things, and the right has to support it.
I want to even just make the best stuff.
Yes.
The best art on earth.
Yes.
That little kids that don't understand politics are drawn to. So you get them before they get indoctrinated, and then you can be like teaching them about kindness and Christian, whatever.
Philosophy. This is the thing. The woke cult struggles with philosophy. If you actually understood, I'll put it this way. I don't think you could take a woke person, have them go up into the mountains with some like yogi monk and meditate and have them stay woke. I think if people start to understand concepts about nature, reality, God, these ideas around it, they say, okay, those ideas don't work. Maybe some of these people don't have the capabilities, that they struggle with it. But I think with the woke cult, a lack of philosophical understanding is what drives a lot of them being locked into the cult.
I used to laugh at. I might have brought this up on the show. Mr. Rogers. Did you ever watch that show?
He's so nice.
Yeah, and my parents would tell me, "You're okay just as who you are. It's okay to be you, even if it feels weird, even if you're sad and you cry and they're mean to you. It's okay." And so I saw it as redundant. I'd see Mr. Rogers say that same kind of stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this is boring." But I think other kids now, I'm realizing they didn't have parents like me. Some of them didn't have parents at all, and they weren't told they're okay being who they are. And so now they're looking to find a way to become okay. And we need people like that.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.